Okay, are you going to show all of them at the same time or just one by one?
One by one.
All right, ready?
Ready.
Kick us off.
Juggling complaints from a Walmart near you.
Wow.
Wow. Loves it. Hello everyone and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
board games
and
board gamey things.
Exactly. I am not here today with Jeff. Jeff is asleep.
My name's also Jeff though.
Why didn't you tell me?
I'm Jeff too.
It's too many Jeffs.
Too many Jeffs. Just kidding. My name is Ilya.
Ilya is from Kovray. You may recognize him. If you don't, you should go and check out their channel. Tyler is Ilya's partner and they do videos together all the time and they are super fun and we're here visiting them for 10 days.
That's a lot of days.
It's so many days, but yet it's not enough.
Not enough days. We've played a lot of games.
Oh my gosh, you're going to hear about that soon. Trust. If you haven't already, who knows what
knows?
order these videos are going to come out in. We are here at Kovray's house. As you can see, the background is much different. Actually, if you watched our wrap-up, you would have seen that as well. This is not even the first time they've seen you.
No.
You would have already been in the wrap-up.
That's true.
Yeah.
But here you get more of me.
Now we're doing more.
More?
And what we're doing today is 5 games. If we could take 5 games in a carry-on bag while traveling to a place where we want to have fun, because we're taking board games, so obviously we're going to have fun.
So much fun.
We each picked 5 games that we could fit into a carry-on bag for travel. We're going to go through those games and it's going to be a great time.
We have all the games. That's 10 games.
That's so many.
That's more games for fun.
That's literally, actually we could probably fit all 10 of these in our carry-on.
Well,
who needs anything else?
That's a little bit cheating because then we have 10. That's 20 games then. Can we
should
play 20 games on vacation? We probably should.
Maybe you're going with a few people who love games.
You gotta indulge a little. You can't just overindulge too much.
Like if I were going to Disney, I'd probably bring 5.
Only 5?
Probably more. Let's jump into it. Would you like to go first as a guest?
You know what?
What?
You're reaching into your bag.
Yes.
And you think it's a chip.
I wish.
It's not. It's not Tropile.
Surprise!
So the cool thing about this game is you can just like...
How portable is that?
Super portable.
Yeah.
Nacho Pile is a push your luck game from Pandasaurus in which you're drawing nachos.
Chippies.
And trying not to bust.
Don't bust.
Don't bust, because then you'll lose the
Simple.
chippies. But you're collecting those chips, and you're trying not to get any of the identical one. And then you have them in the storage area. You're like, am I gonna eat them? We'll see. We'll find out. And if it comes back to you, and no one's stealing your chips,
No, ain't nobody.
you put them on the plate,
chips.
and now you can eat them. So you have to kind of present them to everybody first.
This is exactly how I eat chips. I get a plate, I lay them out on the plate, and I say, everybody please, pay attention. These are my chips.
And then someone's like, oh, just kidding, that's my chip.
And they steal your chip. Jeff does that to me all the time. It's quite rude. I am trying to talk about games that you guys haven't heard of from me before. So let's start off with one. This is, upside down on the back, Ohanami.
Ohanami.
What?
Ohanami.
Ohanami. Ohana means family. Okay. Ohanami is from Pandasaurus and it's designed by Stefan Bendorf. Ohanami is a card game where you have cards of different kinds. So there are water cards, there's stone cards, there's cherry blossoms, and then there's grass.
Or trees.
Maybe
shrubs.
Trees, shrubbery,
Shrubs.
greenery. And then each round you score different things. So the first round you score all of your water. The second round you score your water and your leaves. The third round you add in the cherry blossoms. There's only 3 rounds?
There's 3 rounds.
Okay, you add in the cherry blossoms and the stones. It's a drafting game, so you have your hand of cards, you're like, I'll take this one, put it down and pass. But what you're doing is you're creating 3 piles and you're trying to put them in order from either increasing to decreasing or decreasing to increasing or whatever you want to say.
One way.
One way, and then you can tuck a card either at the bottom or at the top. So you can add either an increasing or decreasing, but you can't add anything in the middle. So it's a little bit puzzly. And sometimes you might not even be able to place a card.
No.
And that'll happen. But we played this for the first time while we were here and I really, really liked it. And look how teeny tiny this box is. You could fit multiple of these if you wanted more than one copy.
20.
Like literally at least.
You can just give people a Hanami.
Yeah.
Ohanami for you, Ohanami for you,
That is a great
Ohanami
idea.
for you.
I loved it though, so I am definitely interested in buying this one and throwing it into my carry-on bag.
I'm so happy you liked it.
I did, I really liked it.
I am going to talk about Scout. Who doesn't love Scout?
Honestly, who?
So
Tell
this
me.
is designed by Kate Cagino and it's from Oink Games. Essentially, you are trying to scout circus performers from other people.
Susan on the trampoline.
Susan on the trampoline, Keith on the
Trapeze.
unicycle. There's lots of acts.
Karen the juggler.
Karen the juggler, juggling
Fire
complaints. The premise of this game is you will get a hand of cards, but you can't rearrange your cards.
Nope.
You are stuck with it like this, or you can do a flip-de-woo to different numbers on the other side. And then you'll take turns either scouting or showing. Or sometimes scout and showing, both.
Yep.
So if you scout, you basically take the cards and the player you're scouting from will get money. The player with the most money wins because money is the circus currency. Or you can show a trick. And the way you show tricks is either consecutive cards or matching cards. But remember, you can't rearrange.
Nope.
So you have to try to make it so they just work out.
Logic.
Because when you scout, you can put it anywhere. And then basically you play until everyone's shown. What's the other way you end?
One person has no cards left,
No cards
or
left.
you go around the table and everybody can only scout and not show.
Yes, I forgot about that. Look how compact this is. It's beautiful. It's shiny.
That's how you attract friends to games. Look how shiny it is.
You get the sun just the right way, so you get them right in the eye.
It's beautiful.
Have you ever done that?
Not with a game, but yes, with a watch.
I actually did it with my phone while Tyler was driving.
He didn't like it.
No.
Now this is a gem, peeps. This is a spoiler for an upcoming haul. But I found this game at the local board game store here in Edmonton, which is called Mission Games and Fun.
Mission Fun and Games.
It's a castle with a dragon on it.
Boardgames.ca.
Boardgames.ca. If you're in Canada, I don't know if they ship to the US, but this store was magic. And we went twice. And the first time we went, I picked up this game called Smile. It's from Z-Man Games, and I obviously bought it because look how freaking cute. It looks like where the wild things are.
That's me.
That's Ilya. Happy.
Happy.
So in this game, you have cards that have these cute little monsters on them, and you're going to lay out 3 of those monsters, and some of them are good monsters and they're worth positive points, and some of them are bad monsters and they're worth negative points because they're mean.
Untamed.
They want to eat you.
You want to get the tamed cute ones.
And what you're doing is you're going to be bidding on these cards with fireflies. Oh, that's so cute. So you got a handful of fireflies, and you're like, I don't want this one. Kind of like in No Thanks, if you played No Thanks. You put your little chip on the card that you don't want.
And they're secret.
They're secret. So
because you can have 20 or 1.
Yep. But you don't want people to know how many fireflies you have. So eventually, though, you might end up having to take one of those cards that you didn't want, but it's got a bunch of fireflies on it, so it's kind of a good payoff. So you pull that off, and then you have more fireflies. Now you're going around and you're doing this until the cards run out. And another mechanic of this game that's kind of cool is that some of the monsters have different colors in the corner, and if you end up getting stuck with a matching color, those 2 cards cancel out. And you get no points.
None.
So that's one way that you could be mean in this game, which you know, Jeff and I love to be mean
There's
in games.
some team dynamics. So we can be like, Jamie has 5 pink. And we see a pink card right there. So we're like, you know what?
Get
Let's
her.
make her take it.
Exactly.
Let's do it.
Let's
She doesn't
do
have
it.
those fireflies.
No.
They're not there.
And if you run out of fireflies, you have to take a teardrop. I just love this game. I literally can't.
It's so cute. I'm surprised that you beat me to it because I would have got it.
I know. But would you have looked at this and been like, yeah, I'll buy this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really? Because I usually don't buy a lot of games if I haven't heard about them before.
That's true.
This was
yeah.
going
But look
out on
at
a
this
limb.
cover.
I know. I
And
had to get it.
Z-Man's pretty reliable too. So,
Those are the fireflies.
I want to talk about mass transit. So, we're traveling.
We are.
We're putting stuff on carry-ons. What's a better way to bring your carry-on than on a bus, a boat, a train, maybe you're walking? That's exactly what you're doing in this game. You are working cooperatively to get from the middle of the city during rush hour to your home. Everyone loves to be at home.
Oh.
It's the comfy place.
So true.
So basically you'll be playing cards and you'll be moving your meeples across from the sound and trying to work cooperatively to make sure all 6 get to their homes. It's just one of my favorite games to pull out because you're trying to work as a team. You can play 1 to 6 players. It's really tough to actually win.
Ooh.
I don't know if I think we may have won 1.
Really?
And we played this probably up 10 more plus.
It's very deceiving. It doesn't look like it would be.
It's one of those games that
difficult.
you're walking into a very hard game.
Yeah.
But if you win, boy oh boy, you feel good.
Boy howdy. My next game to talk about is going to be Parade. And this is also from Z-Man Games. I'm just loving the Z-Man games
Loves
today.
the Z's. Or is it Z's?
Well, usually I say Zed, but Zed-Man doesn't sound as... It doesn't flow.
Zed-Man game sounds pretty cool.
Zed-Man. All right, let's just start. Zed-Man game.
Do you think they have a mascot? Oh,
Zeddy
yeah,
the Teddy.
Zed-Man.
Do you remember Zeddy the Teddy?
No. Is it in Ontario's Wonderland?
It's Zellers. Did you have Zellers here?
I did have... Zellers had a mascot?
Yeah, Zeddy the Teddy.
Oh, Zellers.
Oh my gosh.
The good old times.
The good old days. Parade is a game that we actually played together for the first time at Dice Tower West.
In Las Vegas, baby.
In Vegas, baby. Everybody else gambling.
We playing Parade.
We're playing Parade.
And gambling?
This was introduced to us by Monique and Naveem from Before You Play, so definitely go check them out if you haven't already. I'm sure you have, but just in case you haven't. And this game is another, it's a card game where you're making a parade of Alice in Wonderland characters, and you have a hand of cards. You're putting out a card at the end of the parade because you know that the White Rabbit wants to get in that parade. So you're laying him down. And how this game works is, let's say the White Rabbit is 3 blue. So you're gonna look at the White Rabbit and then you're gonna count 3. 1, 2, 3. And then anything after that that's equal to, lower than, or the same color as the card you played, you have to take and lay down in front of you. If you have the most of a certain color, then that's a good thing because they're only worth, you flip them over and they're only worth 1 point at the end of the game each. Whereas if you don't have the most of a color, you have to take the value, face value of each card and add it to your score, and its lowest score wins. So
you want to get 0.
Yeah, you don't want a lot of points.
It is possible to get 0.
I don't believe it. I'm not good at this game. In fact, every time I play, I still am not sure that I know what I'm doing. I just love Alice in Wonderland, and honestly, it's such a welcoming theme. And I do think, even though my brain has complications with this for no reason at all, I think that this is a game that you could play with a lot of different people.
I want to talk about a Pandasaurus game. Another one.
Another one.
You're a Zed man, and I'm just a panda
You're a
today.
panda.
I want to talk about Quinto. So if you ever played Quicks, this is like another sensation from Quicks, basically.
Oh.
Basically, what you're trying to do is collect rows of one color and score the most points. You will take turns, and you either roll 1, 2, or 3 dice. And based on what that value is, everyone can place that value in one of the colors that was rolled. So say I roll an orange and a yellow, roll 7, I can do a 7 in orange and a yellow.
Or a yellow.
What did I say?
And.
Or. There's a few catches. Catch number 1. The numbers have to be in ascending order from left to right. They don't have to be consecutive, but they have to be ascending. Catch number 2. In the columns, numbers can never be the same.
Never.
And they overlap. So you have to be a little tricky and think it through. And catch number 3, if you can't place a number, you lose points. And sometimes somebody decides to roll 1 die when clearly all of us will struggle if 1 die is rolled, and then we lose points, and then the game ends.
I don't know who would do something
Who would do
cruel.
Such a cruel thing? Jamie.
Listen, I wanted to win.
And she did?
And I did. Okay, next. This is a new game.
It is a new game.
This is a new game from Blue Orange. It's called Downtown Farmers Market. We played it this week, and I freaking loved it. It is a little bit bigger than some of the other games, but trust me, it is worth the space. In this game, you have a grid, okay? Picture this. It's a grid. And on the grid, on the top and the side, you're going to have different goals that you need to achieve in each row and each column. And of course, they intersect. So there's a little bit of interaction between your row and column in terms of your goals. And the goals are going to be things like, have only carrots in this row.
No eggs.
No eggs.
11 pieces of farmers.
Have everything different. So there's a bunch of different goals. It is adorable. The art, so cute. It does remind me, like, and I don't know if it's just because it's Blue Orange, but it gives me like the King Domino comfort vibes. Because Jeff and I love King Domino, and that's one of our comfort games. This is just another game, like, I am, especially when you are traveling, and depending on who you're traveling with, anybody can play this game. And I love that because you can pull it out with your family, you can pull it out with your game friends, you could pull it out with your significant other, and because you can play 2 to 4 players. It only takes 20 minutes to play. It's so
I think
good.
it has that like really crunchy tile placement, but in a lighter game.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you take a tile, you're like, I have to sacrifice one of my rows.
Yeah.
What am I scoring? I don't know what to do, because what if 3 eggs come up?
What if?
Nobody knows.
That's the chance you take.
Nobody knows. The last game I want to talk about that I'm going to bring is the King of 12. I love this game. It is designed by Rita Moldal and published by Lucky Duck Games. And what you're trying to do is a 2 to 4 player game in which you first begin by rolling d12, so 12-sided dice. And then your goal is to have the highest value after the game. First, you'll play a card. And everyone has the same set of cards that they can play. Here's one of the many catches. You play a card, and they have abilities to modify your dice. If Jamie and I play the same card, cards cancel out.
They gone.
They gone. So then everyone does the ability on the cards. If any dice values are the same, they gone. They cancel out.
They gone.
Cancel out. And then you keep your dice value, you keep playing. At the end of the round, whoever has the most points there, but Jamie also has the most points and I do, we cancel out.
Gone.
Again. So then Tyler wins with a 3.
Who would have thought?
But I think the canceling out in this game makes me so happy because you never see it coming. And all of a sudden it's like, no one's going to play this card. No one needs this. And then someone plays this and you're like, I'm stuck with this game now. As soon as I read the rulebook, I'm like, I need to play it. And luckily, Jeff and Jamie showed up at our doorstep.
It's the first game we played when we got here.
It was the first game because I'm like, I need to play this game. And it was great.
Now.
And I want to play it again. And I think you guys just got it.
Yeah, we did. Not gonna lie. I have become a little bit obsessed with this game. I almost bought it yesterday and then I didn't. And I don't, listen, I don't know what I was thinking. That game is called Ripple Rush. And this is from Stronghold Games. It is in the family of the That's Pretty Clever.
They have a lot of crunchy rolling rights that are crunchy, some are lighter.
Right. Speaking of rolling rights,
Flippin'
did you know that Kovray did an entire rolling right month?
That's when we were little babies a year ago.
But like, you covered how many rolling rights?
We covered over 50.
Over 50 rolling rights. So if you want some recommendations, you should probably check that out.
We love our rolling rights. We have a little collection.
Yeah, there's they have a whole
4 cubes.
Mini calyx out there full of them. So Ilya introduced me to Ripple Rush, and this is a rolling right. And it's a very simple roll and write. Basically, at the same time, you and whoever you're playing with, you're flipping over a card that has a number and a color. And just like in Quinto, you are trying to put the numbers, you have to put the numbers in ascending order. And you can't put the same number in twice. And then you're also trying to meet objectives. So, you know, you'll get extra points if you fill out a certain row. And then if you fill out a row, there's also other points you get. Maybe you get an X in a certain color. Maybe you get to put a 5 somewhere. And that's the game. And you can play this so quickly. Like when Ilya and I were just playing by ourselves, we were like, boom.
I think we played this in 5 minutes.
It was insane.
We're just like, flip, right, flip, right.
And then if you can't write one of your numbers, the other person can take that number and write it on there.
And in a multiplayer game, that's really interesting.
Yes.
Because there could be a round where in a 4-player game, you flip, you can write your own, no one else can write their own. You get to write 4 numbers.
Yeah.
You filled your whole board.
Your whole board.
Did you?
Yes.
That was you?
That was me.
Jamie got the perfect score in Ripple Rush. I've never seen it done.
It was 39.
39. I've never seen it done.
I'm amazing.
Superstar of the world.
Apparently. Once again, you know, I love to see it. You could play this with anyone.
With 5 players too.
With 5 players. And it takes 15 minutes. And you could play it solo. I don't know if it would be as fun solo though with this one.
Well, Jamie's already beat her high score, so she can do better. So
I literally can't do better.
Cannot do better.
I'm amazing. Those are all of our games.
Where are we traveling?
Disney. I have to sneeze. Sometimes it won't come out though. It's not going to come out. Okay. I sucked it.
I've never been to Disney.
We have to go. That is all that we have for you guys today. Now, if you have any recommendations for games to add to your carry-on bag, please let me know. Jeff and I are on a roll with buying board games, so we'll probably end up getting it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in buying any of the many games that we mentioned today, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. For us in Halifax, it's the Boardroom Game Cafe, and here in Edmonton, it is...
It's either Mission Funny Games or Pimento Way. That's our go-tos.
Those are their go-tos, so definitely check them out. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe. We hope to see you again soon. Don't forget to check out Kovray, please.
Say hi to Tyler.
Say hi to Tyler.
He's around.
He's not even here right now. He's upstairs.
Maybe sleeping.
Probably sleeping. Those
Jeff's
boys,
sleeping.
They sleep forever. We're up early gaming. I think that's the end. Goodbye. Later days. Sorry, that's so funny. Bendorf.
Ohana me.
Ohana me? Ohana you. Does that say because I can't?
We can't. I'm so sorry.
Okay, it doesn't matter who it's designed by. That's Ilya. I don't know if that's gonna focus, but it's fine.
A shawl.
Fart shawl. Jeff has one of those.
Jeff has a fart shawl. It's our shawl.
Yeah, now you have it.
Now I have it.
Together.
What are we gonna do there?
Let's go, I don't know, next week? Does that work for you? Yeah, that
I'll
works.
have to check I'll have to confirm with Tyler.
Cancel everything. Holy crap, boy, I'm getting...
You getting winded?